You can record live vocals that don't clip. You don't need an Apollo Twin. You don't need a $10,000 microphone. You don't need analog gear. All you need is a good microphone and an interface and some common sense. I'm going to show you how I do it with plugins. And I'm going to show you how I do it without plugins. And for the people that might not understand what clipping is, let's see. Clipping means when a signal exceeds 0 dBs at an input or output. All right. Scroll down a little bit more. At what dB does clipping start? 0. All right. Now we have that understanding. 0. Okay. So I'm gonna go over here to Pro Tools real quick. So on my fader right here, we see my input levels. Right. You see where my levels are going? You see where see that? You see all of this? I'm not clipping, right? Those levels are good levels, all right? And on my Apollo Twin is at 0 and it's not even active. When we look at my fader, this is my microphone coming through, right? I got the Manly Vox box on here, right? So that's my recording chain right here. You see my input, everything's boosted up, right? So that's with that being on. Soon as I turn it off, watch this. All right, so no type of movement, no type of anything. Like, you can barely hear me, okay? That's because my Apollo Twin is 0. So watch this. As I turn the input up more, all right? So you hear my vocals, they're louder, right? They're louder, and I'm still not clipping, right? I still haven't hit 0, okay? Louder, right? Still hasn't hit 0, right? So, yeah, not at 0. And I'm still not close. But you see, now that's when we get into that clipping, when the signal starts to sound distorted, all right? So if it ever gets to sounding like it's a little too distorted, that's when we're getting into that clipping range, all right? So I'm walking you through all this so you can understand what to look for, what to listen to determine if you're clipping, okay? A lot of people will be like, but my vocals, like, the beat is too loud, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to fix that. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Alright, so, alright, if I bring that down, now watch this. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Alright, let's say the beat is too loud. Guess what we do? We turn the beat down. Bring it down to under negative 6.6, right? Or wherever you want it to go. Like, I can bring it down to 9.2 and be fine. Now watch this. Now watch how the vocals stand out more. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Again. So look, let's look at this right here. Now look at the fader on this. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. So now let's say the vocals might be a little too loud, right? People love to say vocals be loud or whatever like that because they're loud. So look, when I go to gain, so we're gonna look at the gain to see. So we're looking at the peak. When I hit analyze, yes, the levels are coming in at 0 because we recorded it through something that's gonna be at 0, right? But when we hit RMS, we see that right there. It's at negative 17.4. Right there. You see the dBs? See that? See, we're good. So even on this, we're not clipping on that. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. So like, if we need to turn it down, now watch this. When we gain stage that, so what we can do is, like, when it's time to gain stage, right, bring it down like negative 6, right? Want to make sure we got some headroom, so now we can gain stage it and make it perfect. Like, no plug-in. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold on, money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. So what I'm doing now is, like, if we really want to gain stage and make sure our master fader is not clipping at all, like, we're keeping it with enough headroom so when we do mix, we'll be all right. So we can turn the beat down because the beat is louder than most beats, right? So we can turn it down. Now watch the fader. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. See, it's hitting around like 4. So we need to fix that. So I can just turn the beat down just a little bit more. So play it back. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. So let's turn this up a little bit more. Now watch this. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Headroom. And the vocals are sounding good. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. So look, I forgot I even had that on there. So like if I take that off on the mix bus, now we got this. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. So even that, it sounds good and we're not going over -6 dBs. Like, we're not clipping, okay? Vocals are louder and we're not clipping. And the only thing is, if we want to add compression, we can add compression. We want to make it louder, we can make it louder. Like, just by one little movement right here. I can make the vocals louder by doing this. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. See, I can make them louder. I can turn them down. Hold that money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. See, because in school they'll say, hey, -6, but don't go higher than -3. Me, I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing you that you can get louder vocals without having to, like, do a plugin. Like, everything is on here. It's just my twin. It's like, that was with my twin, all right? So now we're going to do with the plugin. So I'm going to turn the input down. All right. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn the volume up. All right, so look, I'm going to turn that plugin on. Then we'll go over here. So now, all right, so now, what the fuck is going on? All right, so now we're finna turn this on right here. So now we see the record with the Vox box on. So we see how the levels are, right? So we can go on the Vox box. We can turn the input down some, all right? You turn it down and you see how that goes, right? So, boom. So, you see that? Like, we're not clipping at all. Levels, they're cool. So, now we go back over here, right? Bring it back. So, y'all can see. Make sure there's no clipping going on. Yeah. Buzzing out, Pluto. Buzzing out, Pluto. Got a whole lot of money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Whole lot of money, baby. Whole lot of money on me. So now we bring it down. Watch this. Watch how this go. So watch it. Here I go. Got a whole lot of money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Whole lot of money, baby. Whole lot of money on me. So without plugins, you see the levels. Like, check it. So this is this one. All right. Got a whole lot of money, baby. Got a whole lot of money on me. Whole lot of money, baby. Whole lot of money on me. All right. So now we go over here. We can check the gain. So I'll say other gain. All right. So boom. That vocals comes in through the Vox box at -6.2, even though it says 0, all right? You could record loud vocals in any DAW, really don't matter. You don't need an Apollo Twin, you don't need an expensive microphone. With plugins, without plugins, it's all the same thing. I just showed you, all right? If you can print, it's better that way, but if you can't, you still can do it. You just gotta make sure you set your levels right. And the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to tell every single person that's liking, listen, But the thing is, I can't tell every single person that's watching this video right now. I cannot tell you the exact level, how your vocals need to be coming in, because I don't know what microphone you got. I don't know how you record. I'm not that loud when I record, so I can really push the pre up more. But if you push the pre up more, it's going to be louder, so it's going to force you to stay within the range. As you can see, like if I turn this down, right, I can like be louder. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be louder. So like even on that right there, like we see that, right? Like I can find a balance on that. And I'm still recording vocals that are in this good green right here. All right. FL Studio, you can monitor and see where your levels are peaking. If you're going up, like if you're going, see, I can't even push that, right? So like right there, if I go put it back over there. Is it if I ever, so like see, I can't get it out. Like if I ever, so like now we get into that clipping range. It's like I would have to do a lot to make my vocals clip. You know what I'm saying? Like as you see, I'm staying in the green. This is how I record vocals to where they're not clipping. I have workable vocals. That's why my vocals sound better than most people's vocals when it comes to recording like this, because like my bass line is good. Like it already sounds good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I don't look at the numbers for real. I'm just looking at the colors. Like I'm just trying to stay in this green right here, like this lighter green right here. I don't never want to get into the like orange range. I don't want to get into the red range, whatever like that. So that's just some good little practices for you to do. You can use any channel strip plugin, any preamp plugin, any compressor, whatever you want to record with, all right? Because I showed you with it and I showed you without it. So it's up to you to figure out what you want to do.